Hello and welcome to computer class. My name is Dave and today we're talking about utilizing the Home tab in PowerPoint. Now in the last lesson I discussed how the interface of PowerPoint works. We talked about how we have the bar at the top, the ribbon, the different tabs that exist, the bottom part and how you control things, where the paste area is, how to create a simple PowerPoint. That was what we talked about. But today we're going to be talking about how to use the Home tab. Now, things on the Home tab are by default pretty much inactive unless you click an object. And so if I click on Batman here, the wording, you'll see that all of the font area lights up, as well as you get the arrange option, which allows you to send it backwards or forwards, and you're able to do shape fill and stuff. But if I double click off of that, notice that when it's deselected, there is nothing on this Home tab area that's able to be used when it comes to fonts. So that's pretty important to realize. So let's start all the way on this side. We have paste. If we click something, we can paste something from the paste board. In order to do that, we would have to cut something first, and then we could paste it back on another slide if we wanted to. Honestly, this is really not useful if you know the hotkeys Control C, Control V. They're the best. We also have the option to do paste special, and you can do specific options there in the paste special window. All right, so let me click something else. Here's a really important one, Format Painter. So let's just say I have two things of text here. I'm going to just copy and paste one of them right below it, and this one's different. It's an Arial like that. Okay, I want this one to be the same as this one. If I highlight this one and press the Format Painter, and then highlight over this piece of text, bam, they now both look the same. I'm going to delete that because I don't need it. But all right, we have the new slide button. So I'll go right down in our facts. Now, if you do a theme like I showed in the last video, you would probably just click this slide, Control C, Control V to create another slide. However, if you want to have different layouts for slides, you hit this slide drop-down box, and they've got these different template layouts. Maybe you want a title slide, maybe you want a comparison slide. You can also hit reuse slides, and you can browse for a slide if you want to. Okay, so there's a little option there. Again, normally once I get a template laid out, I do blank slides, I use word art. That's pretty much how I would do it. Layout is the same thing. You can reset a slide. You can add a section, which has to do with these right here. You can remove all of the sections. You can collapse all of the sections. Let me hit collapse all, and you can hit expand all if you want to. I really recommend if you have more than one, like if you're a teacher or something like that, and you want to make different sections, like let's say you made this lesson 1, for instance, and you could call it anything you want to, computers, right? If you made different sections for each lesson, that's kind of what these groupings are for, and then you could collapse them. It's an easy way to navigate through. If you have one big long PowerPoint for your class, instead of having like a multiple PowerPoints for different lessons, you could have one PowerPoint housing all of your lessons with these different sections. I'm going to hit Control Z to go back. Or if you're creating a presentation for, let's just say, an auditorium, then using the different sections is also helpful. All right, text. When it comes to text, you usually double click in a text box and highlight. We've got bold, italics. I got this italics right now. And then we've got this S. It brings out a little bit of a, look at that, Batman. Well, that just makes that awesome. There we go. Make it uppercase. Use the S. It's really awesome. A slash through if you want to do that. This can create big spacing in between. So if you want things more apart. For instance, if you were doing the word infinity, you wouldn't want it to be real uptight. You'd want it to be infinity. Big, bad. You know what I'm saying? You can also do more spacing and choose the amount that you want to kern it apart, of course. We've got highlighting of the text, if you want to highlight it. We've also got the color of the text, if I wanted to change this to blue, which would not look good. Black just looks good on the word Batman. We've also got clear all formatting, and that's what it looks like when you clear all the formatting. We can increase the size or decrease the size, as well as increase it here using the font box. Next we have, I'm going to go to this page, and I'm just going to erase these for just a second. All right, so we've got bullet points if you want to do that. And there's a drop down here of different bullet points. So I could do check boxes. I could do nice little diamond shapes, which I don't know how good these are. Like arrows pointing. Do this. This is align right, align center, align left. Sorry, align right, align left. Got them confused. Justify. We've also got columns you can add if you want to add columns. 3 columns, 2 columns in an individual line of text. We've got numbered lists, ordered lists, Roman numeral lists. We've got spacing. Oops. We've got spacing. If you want to do double spacing, if you have a ton of text on a slide. And by the way, here's a good rule of thumb. You should not have a lot of text on a slide. It just makes it hard to read. It's a slide. It should be a summary, especially if you're a person who likes to add a lot of information just randomly. Please don't add too much for the sake of us all. If you want your text to be up and down, you can rotate it 90 degrees. As well as you can also, instead of doing that, you can just go on the edge of things. So if I click the edge here, and then I can rotate it right there, that also works. So I can rotate things. Right here, we can center things, top, middle, bottom, inside their perspective text boxes. We've got different smart art graphics. If you want to illustrate something, you can turn your piece of text, if you have something highlighted, into smart art. So I could turn this into smart art. Let's put it on. There we go. Awesome. And then you could play with it a little bit. Make it all 1960s. You know what I'm saying? 1980s? I don't know. Whatever this looks like, 1990? A throw up of the 2000s? You get what I'm saying. I don't know that I would do that. Not the best. Moving on, we've got shapes. You can insert quick shapes real fast. This is a lot of stuff on the insert tab. Arrange. So let me show arrange. If I have a shape here and I want this shape to be in the back, I just use arrange, send to back, and there it is. It's behind it. If I want to bring it forward, bring it forward, bring it forward. And if I want to bring it all the way forward, bring to front. All right, quick styles for the shape. This is just quick formatting for different shapes. It gives you the border and stuff. A shadow effect or an outline or maybe a transparency. Depends on what you're going for. Shape fill. You can pick a different fill. Shape outline. Pick a different outline. Shape effects. You can do shadow, reflect, glow, soft edge, bevel. Bevel, that sounds cool. Anyway. You can find stuff in different PowerPoints. You have a big, massive PowerPoint. You're like, what was that slide? I can't remember what it was. Find Batman. Found it. There it is. Super easy. Find and replace. I want to replace all the Batmans with Robin. Whoops. Find Batman. Replace with Robin. Oops. Replace all. Okay. And there you have it. It replaced all the Batmans with Robin. Now, that's bad because we want Batman. So I'm going to put that back. Select all. This selects everything on the page. That's kind of a nice feature. I can select all the objects. Oops, I need to deselect first. Select all the objects. I can have a selection pane here, and I can just click. Like, let's say things are behind. You would hold down the control key to select multiple items. If something's like behind and stuff, it might be hard to select things. This selection panel does have its uses, trust me. You can create and share this as an Adobe PDF. You can dictate in different languages into your PowerPoint, and you can have some design ideas. Why do I not have any? Learn more. Oh, it's just going to tell me why I don't have any design ideas. As my lesson plan's popping up there. I'm a teacher. All right, so that's it. That is the Home tab. I think what's left to do is to tell you a few hotkeys. If you want to save your PowerPoint, you press Control S to save. If you want to create a new slide, you press Control M. Just boom, you get a new slide automatically. If you want to copy something, Control C, Control V, and that's pretty much it. If you want to delete something, it's the delete key on your keyboard. Here, I'll just click this object and press delete, obviously. So not many hotkeys that are super useful in PowerPoint besides Control M. That's a really important one for a new slide. All right, and obviously save. So hopefully this was helpful for you going over the Home tab and learning a little bit about PowerPoint. Hope you liked the video. Subscribe to the channel, and as always, I will see you in the next video.